And hello, patrons.
Hello.
Today we're here recording with
Ariel Hansen.
4.
Saber.
4.
UBW Abridged?
That always gets people. It's like every time I do that to someone, they're always fine with name, character name. Bleach. 26? Yeah, UBW's 5 and 6. For Saber.
Yes.
Yeah, so as I was explaining to you, this is the next day. Shiro basically wakes up and has this constant string, I have the wrong script, has this constant string of just being like, today's the day. And he keeps saying it like as a mantra the whole day to everybody he talks to. And basically he's building up to telling off Rin for the first time in history.
Oh.
Which gets diffused when he's like, all right, here I go. And she's like, can I talk to you? And he just resets into being like, yeah, sure, what's up? But like today's the day, you're training with him in the morning. I have reference footage actually for the situation. Okay. But you're kind of feeding into it. You inherently know what he's doing. So he's just like, today's the day. Cuts to you, today's the day. And you're just like, today's the day? Like, fucking... You know the energy in Willy Wonka when he's told to run home at the start?
Oh.
You don't know that? He gets the
it's
golden
been a
ticket.
while.
Like, run home, Charlie. It's like that, like energy of like, he's like, today's the day, and you're like, today's the day? Like, really?
Okay, it's like, oh my
tomorrow's
gosh.
Christmas.
Wait, really? It's today?
Yeah. Let's do 103 and 105 together, actually, just because the energy can build. But like, that's your stance. That's the shot you're working with right there.
Okay.
So he's just like, today's the day. Today's the day. And then he charges at you. You're like, today's the day. Like, it's Saturday morning cartoon-esque. And on the second one, when you do it, just give yourself that beat, then jump into it. But on the second one, you're like sparring with him. But you're a servant, so it's zero effort.
Yeah.
You don't have to actually keep up with any footage. That's just the shot.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Today's the day? Today's the day!
Gonna make sure our levels are good. Yep.
Today's the day?
Today's the day!
Today's the day!
Let's do it a couple more times. Okay. Today's the day.
Today's the day?
The day is today!
Today is the day!
Ah, that one! That one works really well with the day is today. One more. Today's the day.
Today's the day?
The day is today!
Today is the day!
She's so excited.
King Arthur, everybody. That's you in scene 1.
Okay, moving on.
All right. I forgot that small change is actually pretty funny. Just from today's the day to today. The day is today. Let's see. Scene 2, you're not in.
Scene 3, I'm in.
Yes. So you recall that you've had a great many words with him about the fact that he shouldn't be going to school. Mm-hmm. On this day, Shinji decides to have his servant use their noble phantasm, which coats the school in this barrier that begins melting everybody in the school.
Oh!
Yeah, it doesn't succeed, but the point of it's called Blood Fort Andromeda.
Yeah.
The point of this thing is to melt and dissolve everybody within it and then absorb their souls as energy.
Ah.
So he's in school and this happens. You get summoned in by Command Seal, which is why your first line is a callback to your first line in episode 1, which I'm actually going to find for you so you can just be reminded of the cadence. Where are you? The Void. That's the wrong one. I'm looking for parody. There we go. Parody, UBW. It's in the big helmet. Apologies if this is loud for a second. It shouldn't be. Cool. That was chill. It's a throwback to heckin'.
Whoop. Butter.
At your behest, I have been summoned!
You've gotta be kidding me! It's a callback to that.
But then from your house.
Yeah. So I really want that energy. Which one of these is? It's this one. Yeah. At your behest, I have been summoned from your house! Like, just dramatic, but then just tag that on. The reference footage, if I still have the folder up, is... What line are you? Because I haven't actually found you.
332.
Cool. 332. Okay, so that's... Come on, you. So, like, that's the footage you have to work with.
Okay.
And then, like, the I have been summoned will probably be on the like, approach there. And, like, at your behest, I have been summoned! From your house! All right.
Okay.
You don't need to actually watch it, just know the
Sweet.
energy. 3, 3, 2. And you are rolling.
At your behest, I have been summoned from your house! At your behest, I have been summoned from your house!
I really like the way you said from your house. Try to have that in the first episode. You had a slight twinge of desperation on, I have been summoned! Try to recapture that.
At your behest, I have been summoned from your house!
All right. Let's just for the sake of making sure we have it covered, do one where you don't come in with as much energy. At your behest, I have been summoned! Like, come up on the summoned.
Yep. At your behest, I have been summoned from your house!
All right, I think we got that. Are you helping me direct, Carrie? All right, cool. She's given, like really aggressive nods and such in the background. And then Saber destroys a bunch of familiars that are there. So 335 is when you destroy them, you don't have any like grunts or anything. Again, servant.
Easy peasy.
This is you just being. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just this seems like a good time to revisit
Literally every conversation we've had about you coming back to school.
Yeah, start pretty like conversational and small. Really go big suddenly. And you are rolling.
This seems like a good time to revisit literally every conversation we've had about you coming to school.
Literally every conversation we've had about you coming back to school.
This seems like a good time to revisit literally every conversation we've had about you coming back to school.
Pretend there's a question mark on the end. About you coming back to school? You're so irate.
This seems like a good time to revisit literally every conversation we've had about you coming back to school. This seems like a good time to revisit literally every conversation we've had about you coming back to school.
We're good. We got it.
Cool.
Bam. Coming back to school. We don't have to... And then Rin just like, we don't got time for that, babe. And she's, at this point, like, less subtle about her crush on Saber as she normally is. And then, 337, you're, like, in business mode at this point. I think I actually grabbed some footage at one point of what this looks like. Because this whole situation is very do or die. Like, every moment you waste is a moment that another student is being dissolved. I don't have footage for this. But,
dissolving students.
yeah, Shinji's trying to kill everybody in the school, man. So this is, you turn your back to them and raise your weapon up towards some skeletons that are forming out of this mist in the ground that are attacking. This is very, in that case, you should hurry to shut this thing down. I sense a servant on this floor, and they're concentrating here as well. They're concentrating. Servants, what should that be?
There is the skeletons.
Oh, yes, there, you're right. Thank you. And so there is that. I'll buy you time. Like, this is not super big. This is just more, okay, taking command. You gotta go settle this. I'll handle them here. Rolling.
Okay. In that case, you should hurry to shut this thing down. I sense a servant on this floor, and they're concentrating here as well. I'll buy you time.
I like that energy a lot. Slightly more urgency.
Okay. In that case, you should hurry to shut this thing down. I sense a servant on this floor, and they're concentrating here as well. I'll buy you time.
I'll buy you time.
I'll buy you time.
Okay, give me a couple more. Play with it. Yeah, and again, slightly more domineering. Just play with different energies of authority.
In that case, you should hurry to shut this thing down. I sense a servant on this floor, and they're concentrating here as well. I'll buy you time. In that case, you should hurry to shut this thing down. I sense a servant on this floor, and they're concentrating here as well. I'll buy you time.
We got it. There's lots to work with there.
Sweet.
And then, yeah, she's just like, are you sure you can handle Ryder? Previously, they chased off Ryder without a servant. So this is, you're not really dropping that energy, but you are being dismissive of Ryder. Really.
If you and Rin can chase her off, I can take her.
If you and Rin can chase her off, I can take her.
If you and Rin can chase her off, I can take her. If you and Rin can chase her off, I can take her. If you and Rin can chase her off, I can take her.
Yeah, pretty much. You got it. Fucking there. Then they run off. But scene 4. Oh, yeah.
4:10?
Looks like it. 4:10. And then this is just you smacking a skeleton.
Be gone!
A shooby doo ba 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 doo ba boo. Boop ba ba da ba ba dingly bang. I forgot to start my timer.
There's a timer now?
It's so I know how long we've been recording.
Ah.
But yeah, so you're off screen when you do this, but it's just very be gone! And you hitting that thing off screen. And
Oh, can you show the reference footage again?
Sure.
Quick sec. Sorry, I was distracted by thinking about the timer.
I'm sorry. So you're off screen. You just hit that. It's not a huge thing. It's basically just an exertion, but
Okay.
as a word. Yeah, rolling.
Be gone!
Very be gone.
Be gone! Be gone! Be gone!
I almost say it like dismissively, like you're striking somebody off a cliff. Be gone.
Be gone!
Yeah, just for the regaining a
Yep.
stance thing. Give me a very like not so tired.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Cool.
And, there's a crash and a thud. You hear Ryder screaming as Kuzuki twists her head around several times in a room upstairs. That's where a servant dies. And then you hear that and just not terribly alarmed, but you regard the stairway and you're like, what was that?
What was that?
Rolling.
What was that? What was that?
What was that?
What was that? What was that? What was that?
What was that?
What was that?
Good. And then, yeah, the next one is after this happens, all of the skeletons dissolve back into mist, making you think, like, whatever that scream was apparently just killed them.
Yep.
All right.
I
don't know what just happened, but I'll take it. Rolling.
All right. I don't know what just happened, but I'll take it. All right. I don't know what just happened, but I'll take it. All right. I don't know what just happened, but I'll take it.
just for me, even though this probably won't be used.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what just happened, but I'll take it. Just like eyes shiftily moving back and forth, like
Yeah.
someone's doing a prank on me.
All right. I don't know what just happened, but I'll take it.
All right, cool. I just like deliveries like that. Someone's trying to sell me something! All right. And then Ryder appears.
Yep.
The mist from the skeletons gathers together into one spot, and out of the mist rises up who you assume to be Ryder, because you've never actually seen Ryder before. Did I actually grab footage for this? Because I have a number there. But I do. Good job, me. Look at me, doing my job. So, the is that turn. And even before the mist clears, you still sort of sense what it was. So, Huh? You finally show yourself. You must be the Ryder servant. And I'll let you. I'll keep the footage up there for you to match. And rolling and thunk.
Huh? You finally show yourself, the Ryder servant.
You must be. Also, like
must be.
on the wide shot, like even when
Yeah.
she's just a column of smoke, you can say, like,
Start
you
it.
finally show yourself.
Okay. Huh? You finally show yourself. You must be the rider's servant. Huh? You finally show yourself. You must be the rider's servant.
I like that, Reed.
Huh? Oh, timing was off there. Huh? You finally show yourself. You must be the rider's servant.
You like that one? Carrie liked that one. So just for a specific one.
Yep.
Geez, what was I thinking before Carrie derailed my thought? You finally show yourself. Like,
you must be the rider's servant.
Yeah, really cast it at her.
Huh? You finally show yourself. You must be the rider's servant.
Bam. I like that a lot.
Cool.
Did you like that, Carrie? Okay. Do you have any alternate readings that maybe... Do you want to give her any line reads, Carrie? Come on over here. Do you want to give her a line read? No? No examples of how maybe she could be doing it better? What? Why am I like this? I don't know. Oh, should I tell people the bit I'm doing? You think I should tell people the bit I'm doing? You think I shouldn't just leave it up in the air?
Yeah.
You think it wouldn't maybe be funnier for me if I just didn't say why you couldn't come over here and do it? She's lost her voice from the X. People watching back at home. All right. But Carrie is here. Say hi, Carrie. There she is.
Whispers.
Where was I? Did I change the... No, I didn't.
417 is the next line.
Yeah. So she appears. You're like, you must be the rider's servant. And then she says, totally. You regard the fact that she'd summoned a whole bunch of skeletons and whatnot. So you're like,
Yeah.
The strangely magic-oriented rider's servant. Like, it starts confused, but then it goes back into being challenging like it was. Go ahead.
Okay. The strangely magic-oriented rider's servant.
You must be the rider's servant. The strangely magic-oriented rider's servant.
The strangely magic-oriented rider's servant. The strangely magic-oriented rider's servant. The strangely magic-oriented rider's servant.
Okay, bam, we're good. She's like, totally. She attacks, so there's some reference footage that you're just going to have to match some quick sounds on.
Okay.
She charges. So. And she gets over. I think it's for you. I think it's legitimately just the very quick.
Okay.
It's like all we need. So I'll just do it on. Yep. Don't have the sound be on that shot, because you are going to start talking immediately again.
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah, for when she, like, gets off the sword, it's very, like...
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, you're good, you got it. It's in there, and then, yeah. So, this next one is a bit, heckin'... Let's see, 419... 419. You hurt. So,
You hurt my boy, Ryder.
You hurt my boy, Ryder. Can't let you go around hurting people's boys. And then an exertion. So yeah, you hurt my boy, Ryder. Can't let you go around hurting people's boys. And then the boys is on that stab.
Okay.
So like the footage is not going to be exactly as shown here, but that's like
Yeah.
know that at the end you ramp up and you stab through her with the boys. And rolling.
You hurt my boy, Ryder. Can't let you go around hurting people's boys. You hurt my boy, Ryder. Can't let you go around hurting people's boys.
You hurt my boy, Ryder. Can't let you go around hurting people's boys.
You hurt my boy, Ryder. Can't let you go around hurting people's boys. You hurt my boy, Ryder. Can't let you go around hurting people's boys.
Okay, you got it. Carrie gave a nod. She's the final authority on these things, you see. Isn't that right, Carrie? Oh. It's funny because she's usually loud. I appreciate you. I appreciate that we have this. She says she loves me. She definitely didn't call me mean. And then she is impaled upon your blade
Yes,
currently.
and is she just gonna walk towards me on it?
Nope. I'll show you. So it's not actually Ryder that's in front of you.
Yeah.
It's Castor.
Yeah.
Who we've established is obsessed with Saber like everyone else. She's still impaled on it. She does that. So she just gives a very and like you, having recently with Shiro like started a list of people that are obsessed with you.
Yeah.
You're just like, as this happens, it's not very big. It's just, not you too. And rolling.
Oh, not you too.
Oh, not you too.
Oh, not you too. Not you too.
Now give me one that's almost like, not intimate, like, lovingly, just like, oh, not you too.
Oh, not you too. Oh, not you too.
Oh, not you too.
Oh, not you too.
All right, bam. And then she's like, hello, lover. I'll be seeing you very soon. Puts her hand on your face, giggles, turns into Castor, dissolves into butterflies, and then the butterflies just disappear. And so you're just standing there, having seen this. Did I grab an example of what that shot looks like? One sec. Old me, did you do this? Old me didn't do this. But yeah, there's just a shot of after the butterflies dissolve and Castor disappears, Saber just like looks around the room. This is very, all right. Well, that's certainly a series of things that just happened. That woman turned into another woman, said she loved me, and turned into butterflies. That was...
Yeah.
Okay. Rolling.
All right. Well, that's certainly a series of things that happened. All right. Well, that's certainly a series of things that happened.
All right. Well, that's certainly a series of things that happened.
All right. Well, that's certainly a series of things that happened.
If you got it between those texts.
Sweet.
And then, that's that page. Get out of here, that page. You're gone. You're out of here. You're toast. You'll never work in this town again. Where are we? Scene 4.
5.
Are we on scene 5?
Scene 5.
We're on scene 5. Scene 5 the last scene? No, scene 6 is the last scene.
519.
519. So, at this point, they found Ryder dead. And the barrier dissolved because Ryder had died. And so there's ambulances outside. You guys are meeting in the hallway to talk about what just happened.
Yep.
So this is conversational, but, a bit dry. It's not a happy conversation. So Rin comes back, is like, I narrowed things down with Shinji. We know it's a teacher now. We know his name if he didn't have a memory of a honeybee. And then you're like, what you're reporting is like, I'm fairly certain I kind of fought Castor. Like, I'm 80% on this. Rolling.
I'm fairly certain I kind of fought Castor. I'm fairly certain I kind of fought Castor. I'm fairly certain I kind of fought Castor.
Yeah. Even less on it.
Okay. I'm fairly certain I kind of fought Castor.
I'm fairly certain I kind of fought Castor.
I'm fairly certain I kind of fought Castor.
Okay, good. And then Shiro's like, right, she's on the list. And then Rin's like, list, and then you're ignoring her because you don't want to tell Rin that this list that Rin is on exists.
Yeah.
So you're reporting to Shiro, you're completely ignoring Rin at this point. She stroked my face and called me lover.
Yeah.
Rolling.
She stroked my face and called me lover. She stroked my face and called me lover. She stroked my face and called me lover.
Okay, you got it. And then fucking Shiro's just like, yeah, she is 200% on the list. And Rin's like, what list? The list we started for people like you. To which she immediately figures out what that means. People like, she wants paper! Yes, 527. Just kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
At least she's self-aware. Rolling.
At least she's self-aware.
I guess it's your.
At least you're self-aware.
At least you're self-aware.
At least you're self-aware. At least you're self-aware. At least you're self-aware.
Bam. Good. And then, Rin goes off into this whole, like, a prophecy. They foretold a rival would appear. Archer shows up, who hasn't been around for reasons.
Yep.
Then Rin tries to yell at him for a bit. Archer, I don't think you're in the rest of the scene. Scene 6.
Yep, scene 6 is next.
You guys take the conversation outside, because with Archer there are people coming in to move people into ambulances, and they're not allowed to know about magic. So you guys move into the woods outside.
Yep.
And 6:06. So Archer, you know the gag if he's from a different timeline.
Yep.
In his timeline, Saber killed Ryder with Excalibur on top of a building, so it's this huge blast of light.
Yep.
So Archer just makes a comment about how it's weird there's no giant hole in the school, because he still thinks things are supposed to be the same way. And he says this very confidently, that it's weird that there's no giant hole in the school. To which everyone's like, what are you talking about? And your line is, he's like, how Ryder died, because Saber used her noble phantasm. This is just in kind of a disbelief. I didn't employ my noble phantasm, and I didn't fight the true Ryder. I fought a falsified illusion. And be disappointed with yourself on the illusion bit. Rolling.
I didn't employ my noble phantasm, and I didn't fight the true Ryder. I fought a falsified illusion. I didn't employ my noble phantasm, and I didn't fight the... I did not employ my...
You did it. I didn't employ my...
I didn't employ my noble phantasm, and I didn't fight the true Ryder. I fought a falsified illusion. I did not employ my noble phantasm, and I did not fight the true Ryder. I fought a falsified illusion.
You're good. You got it.
I just thought I'd remove the contractions.
It works well, actually. I'm going to remember that for Saber. Then Archer, just very... Wait, then who killed Ryder if Saber didn't? And then he starts going down this train of thought where he starts being like, shit's changing.
Yeah.
This is the exact moment in ours where he starts being like, I wonder
maybe I don't have to kill.
If I could kill Shiro. This is where he starts being like, I could.
Ah.
Because it's where he starts being like, this is completely different than my lifetime.
Yep.
I wonder what else could change. Down to 6:14.
Yes.
So, you believe in heroic spirits. You don't know who Ryder was, but you hold the belief that heroic spirits should be celebrated to some degree because they're heroes. So he starts talking down about Ryder. He's very, like, you're telling me Saber was elsewhere fighting Castor and something else killed Ryder? Oh my god, she got taken down by a human! That's a step down! And you take offense to how... It's like someone's bad-mouthing your best friend, effectively. So you, like, put your hand on your sword. And you're just very... I don't appreciate how dismissive you're being. She was murdered in cold blood.
I do not appreciate how dismissive you're being. She was murdered in cold blood. I don't appreciate how dismissive you're being. She was murdered in cold blood. I do not appreciate how dismissive you're being. She was murdered in cold blood.
Yeah, those are good. I have no notes.
Sweet.
Fucking just say, what, were you dating? What do you care? Heroic spirits are tools. Then he starts comparing heroic spirits to Nazi super weapons.
Oh.
And then comparing humans to Theodore Tugboat. It's part of a whole thing of eventually Rin's going to figure out who he is because he knows about World War II.
Oh.
Because other servants don't, which is why we established the you don't know Hiroshima thing. It's like servants don't know recent military history, but Archer does.
Yeah.
Which is why eventually Rin's going to be like, fucking you and Nazis. What is it?
Are you Hitler?
What is it with you and Nazis? And be like, I don't have a thing with Nazis. They're just an easy go-to. Why? Anyways, going down the list, dismissive you're being.
I have no idea what you just said, but I demand you take it back.
That's exactly the point I was making. He compares heroic spirits to Graf Zeppelins, which were a Nazi super weapon.
Yep.
And then says humans are Theodore Tugboats with kitchen knives taped to them. To which you're like, I have no idea what you just said, but I demand you take it back. Rolling.
I have no idea what you just said, but I demand you take it back!
Don't play the comma.
Okay. I have no idea what you just said, but I demand you take it back!
I have no idea what you just said, but I demand you take it back!
I have no idea what you just said, but I demand you take it back! I have no idea what you just said, but I demand you take it back!
Bam. Good. And then they talk for a while longer. Rand and Archer get into an actually really heated fight, to which they start going back and forth, and Archer's like, you used your last command seal on me, so you need to deal with my sass from now on, or tell me to kill myself, because you can't do anything to me anymore.
Should we be here for this?
Yeah, that's very domestic. Are we like an accessory to this if we don't stop it? Rolling.
Should we be here for this?
Should we be here for this?
Should we be here for this? Should we be here for this?
Are we a part of this?
Should we be here of this? Should we be here for this?
Okay, you're good. And then yeah, she fucking.
Kazuki?
Where's my last page? Where'd my last page go? Carrie, what'd you do with my last page? What? You burnt it? Why would you burn it? I'm not even joking. That's what she said. Why would you do that?
How to get burned! How to get burned! How to get burned!
Yeah, how to get burned. Like, actually, though, where'd this page go? And that's that.
I think I saw a page on my way in.
Oh. I see. 6. Oh. No. Wait.
Whoop.
I believe I found it. I think it was in my other script. Oh, well, I found... Okay. I sort of found it. Yes, I did. I found it. Yeah, go me. It was definitely with the other script. Scene 6. So yeah, you had it. Where was it? Where were you?
Well, it's Kazuki!
Kazuki.
Kazuki.
Yeah. 6:30. So that's the teacher that you had that standoff before where you told him to call you a king.
Yeah.
And you thought he might be an enemy. Basically, they fight for a while, and Rin's like, okay, so if you're so wise, what do you suggest we do about Castor's master? And he's like, obviously, we gotta ambush and kill Kazuki. Because he knows, because of the timeline stuff. To which everyone collectively is like, Kazuki? Rolling.
Kazuki? Kazuki!
Have this be almost Scooby-Doo-esque.
Kazuki? Kazuki?
Yeah, we're good. And then he just pauses, because he's the master of Castor. And then this harkens back to a bit from earlier, so there's a very certain cadence I'm going to have to lead you on. Because this is a mirror of an earlier delivery of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're master of Castor. Rin says, what? Archer says, what, you didn't know that? And she's like, no, I hadn't thought about it. And then you come in and you're starting a list with this line. Like, I mean, he is really creepy and is an absurd physical condition. And like, leave it open-ended at the end.
I mean, he is really creepy and is in absurd physical condition. I mean, he is really creepy and is in absurd physical condition.
Drone a bit. I mean, he is really creepy and is in absurd physical condition.
I mean, he is really creepy and is in absurd physical condition.
Okay, you got it.
Cool.
This mirrors a thing earlier where they did this exact same thing, but with Shinji, where Shiro knew that Shinji was a master and Rin didn't.
Yeah.
Once again, paralleling Archer and Shiro. And then they go down the list, they figure it out, and you don't have any more lines in this episode.
Yay!
All right, but you do have stuff in the next episode. So we're going to move on over into that.
Episode 6.
Episode 6. And I'm just going to make sure I have this whole script in order real quick. 4, 3, 4. That goes there. Scene 5. That goes at the end. Scene 2. And I have it all in order.
Yay!
All right. And I believe you have less in this one, but there's a lot more fighting.
Okay, I'm gonna get more water.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Good. I had the wrong stuff. So. Terry! No. Well, there is a little bit. If you want to use the closet water, we refill that every day. All right, so here's that period again where we're between episodes, and we have nobody in the booth currently. I just wanted to say hi to everybody. I'm gonna hop in there real quick.
I want to see how bad I
Oh, okay, Carrie, get in there. Put the headphones on.
I'm gonna have to.
Carrie, why don't you ask everybody how they're doing today?
Okay, wait. Why do I have to put the headphones on?
I don't know, so you can hear how you sound.
Okay, so wait, you can hear me a lot better like this.
I
Should
mean,
I just hang out near the microphone all day?
if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do.
Oh fuck, yo, that's a bad time.
Hey, how do you feel, Carrie?
I'm good, other than the voice situation.
How do you feel sounding like a really relaxed Scarlett Johansson
I
today?
fucking hate it. I like being loud. Also, Ariel's back, so I'm gonna go. Bye. B. Have B. Do your thing, girl.
If you want to support Carrie's recovery, you can subscribe to us on YouTube
How dare
and support us on Patreon.
no support me on Patreon.
An amount of our money goes to Carrie's comfort.
I mean, that's not a lie.
Oh, do I have the wrong one there too? I think I have like a weird Frankenscript here.
There was a script outside on the stand that said
That's
episode
not
6.
that's not the one, because I had this when I was working with Jesse yesterday. Rin.
228.
Cool, I have the wrong scene too. Is my problem.
Ah.
Come on, I found it. It's being a butt in regards to how paper works.
Yep. Paper does that.
Paper does that. Do I have this? This is quality content, people at home. This is quality. This is quality Logan messing with papers content. How you doing, Ariel?
I'm okay.
And okay, I think I have all of the right script now. No, I don't. I explicitly don't. You know what? I'll find the pages as we go. So, sorry, what number is 205?
228, I do believe, but
205.
205?
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
So,
I can
you
read.
guys are planning to ambush Kazuki. So you go on his path back up to the Ryudo Temple, where he lives with Castor. And you plan to ambush him at this gas station that's along the way. As you guys are walking up, this is largely conversational, but it's Archer is once again not present, and you're in this really exposed area. So your concern is he might try to nuke you again.
Yeah.
Kind of throw the Hiroshima bit away, because the point is you heard Shiro say it, and you're like, that's not a charged thing to say. And Shiro's going to be like, maybe don't say that just because you heard me saying it, okay? But you are rolling and good to go.
Rin, why is Archer not present? I'm concerned that he can Hiroshima us again. Rin, why is Archer not present? I'm concerned that he can Hiroshima us again.
I'm concerned that he might Hiroshima us again. Change it to might. I think it might
Might.
work better that way.
I'm concerned that he might Hiroshima us again. Rin, why is Archer not present? I'm concerned that he might... Reading and words.
Cadence direction?
Yeah.
Rin, why is Archer not present?
Rin, why is Archer not present? I'm concerned that he might Hiroshima us again.
Okay, just give a few more reads.
Rin, why is Archer not present? I'm concerned that he might Hiroshima us again here. Rin, why is Archer not present? I'm concerned that he might Hiroshima us again here.
We're good. Then yeah, just Shiro.
Yeah.
Maybe don't start using that as a verb just because you heard me say it.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't understand maybe what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, 214. Now we're there. What is this? So you're projecting at this point. You're like way off screen being
Yeah.
like, I shall lay in wait here in the tree line. If Castor appears, I will lunge forth and cut her in twain. Like you have like a childish mirth about this
Yes.
plan. We're all like,
I shall lay in wait here in the tree line. If Castor appears, I will lunge forth and cut her in twain. I shall lay in wait here in the tree line. If Castor appears, I will lunge forth and cut her in twain.
And cut her in twain!
I shall lay in wait here, in the tree line. If Castor appears, I will lunge forth and cut her in twain.
You got it. And Cher's like, can't servants detect other servants, especially Castor servants? And then just you hear a slap and being like, don't you discourage her! Her plan is beautiful and she's beautiful. And then you're there for most of the remainder of this.
Yeah.
228. Castor finally does appear after they attack Kazuki, and just kind of snidely remarks that she can sense Saber over there, and then there's just an off-screen, damn it!
Damn it! Damn it!
Damn it!
Damn it! Damn it!
Like, go very up with it. Damn it!
Damn it! Damn it!
Okay, you're good. Soichiro. Then, let's see, are you on the next page?
Scene 3? Or, let's... Castor Shiro, Castor win. Castor Shiro.
Yeah. 30... no, that's not the one.
301.
301, yeah. So, you lunge out of the tree line, they talk for a while, and then it becomes obvious they're gonna have to fight. So then you lunge out of the tree line in such a way... Yep, 301. And again, childlike mirth. Very... You come out of the, cut her in twain time!
Cut her in twain time!
All right, and I'll probably get you to do a bunch of different reads for this,
Yep.
but yeah, there you go.
Cut her in twain time!
Cut her in twain time!
Cut her in twain time! Cut her in twain time! Cut her in twain time! Cut her in twain time!
You're good.
Many different styles.
And Rin grunts, you charge. 306. And then you're charging Kazuki, who at this point they do not know is a goddamn superhuman.
Yeah.
He's scary. As you charge him, like... You don't need to match the footage so much, you just remember that he has a very... Like a very very final strike.
Yeah.
On guard, drama teacher!
Okay.
And I'll leave it rolling, but the timing will change in the final cut.
On guard, drama teacher! On guard, drama teacher!
Oh,
On guard, drama teacher!
nice. No, you got lots there.
Sweet.
To which, I wish you'd seen all of UBW. He catches your invisible blade between his elbow and his knee.
I think you showed me this scene before.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh, good. And then starts talking about how he was raised by assassins and such. This next one is just a grunt as you back off from him. So it's just and a little bit more desperation to it because you need to get away from him at that moment, otherwise he will murder the heck out of you. And not as big, more of a
Okay.
Okay, you're good. And then we just have a series of noises. 311. I'm gonna change this now to 311. None of it doesn't all have to be super duper big. A lot of it can just be, try to keep the noises fairly concise.
Okay.
It starts with that blow to the back of the neck. So it starts with like,
Okay, there's a lot.
yeah.
Okay.
A lot of it's just dodging. That first blow really knocks the wind out of you. Like when you catch
Yep.
yourself, she has that moment like,
Okay.
and so go ahead. I will leave it rolling. It's gonna.
It'll loop, yeah.
don't go so aggressive on
Okay.
the breathing.
Okay.
And is it possible to get a slightly more girlish scream on the initial
Oh, yeah.
the cry from it? Cool.
Oops.
Okay, let's focus on the recovery.
Okay.
So, on that, when she stumbles, don't be breathing quite so hard because her mouth is closed for it, so it's very...
Okay.
All right, we got stuff to work with.
Cool.
You're gonna have to get strangled.
Ooh, fun.
That's coming up though. 3:15 is your next line.
Okay.
Cries out as you're hammer fisted. Do you know what a hammer fist is? It's stupid looking.
It's like, is it like that?
It's yes, though more specifically, it's when you go for a full poof.
Yeah, we used to do it in Taekwondo sometimes.
Yeah.
Not often because it's dumb.
What, Carrie? Oh. But yeah, so he goes for, and it's not a particularly effective way to hit anybody, but he brings his arm up as if he's going to do it, and just shears on the side like, "Oh shit, she's gonna get hammer fisted!" And then you do, and he's like, "Oh shit, she got hammer fisted!" Just because I like the word hammer fisted. So but the context doesn't ultimately matter as much as it's just a kind of ridiculous. I'll just start the recording now, then show you. Kind of ridiculous. And then I want the recovery. Again, you don't have to go super mega big on that. Just like. All right, you're good.
Cool.
And then that happens, and it's like, oh shit, she got hammer fisted. How is he doing this? 3:18. Now you're gonna get strangled.
Ah.
So there's a bit that happens in it, but we're gonna cut how it initially happens to. I need just like a gasp as if you're pulled forward, some struggling, and then just because strangling. Then that chop, a very quick grunt as you're thrown into the ground, and then a very quick grunt as you are kicked. Like, none of these should be super duper long, bar the strangling.
Okay.
And feel free to engage in being very helpless here.
Ooh.
You okay?
Yeah, just
Did you induce hiccups?
no. More like weird head things.
Oh, no.
I just need to not do them very successively, I think.
Okay.
Whew, a little dizzy.
On the last thing, I really want that sound to sound like you're being thrown.
Okay.
So the last one should be very like, ah!
Cool, cool.
That was really good. Let's focus on the grab. Like, let's specifically do the initial grabbing, because there's a lot of, in the animation, there's a lot of desperation there.
Yeah.
Have it be a very distinct, like,
Okay.
and we'll just focus on that.
'Kay.
So I'll put it around. All right. And now the only thing I want now is
Yep.
we'll just focus on that slash when you break free.
Okay.
I do want it should still be kind of out of breath, but make it a very... Ah!
Okay.
So, you can go ahead and do it without that.
Okay, just do it without the animation. Okay.
Okay, you're good. I'll piece stuff together. Because we got all the components there. I just wanted to get a couple bits more specific. And then you are a throne. Let me teach you the meaning of drama. Where are you next? Cries, it's hammer-fisted. You fly by Shiro. And that is...
345?
Yeah, you are knocked unconscious for a time.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you wake up, when you arouse...
Yep.
Is it 349?
45.
45, thank you. Sorry. 345. When you rouse from this, it's not very slow. That's the wrong way to put it, but it is
Groggy.
yeah, like that's the shot. So that movement of the hand will be largely when the first bit is. So you're like, I shall cut the witch in twain! Like, you are really coming to right up until in twain when you can imagine yourself lunging forward. I'll play the footage again. It's not super important, but I'll play it again.
I shall cut the witch in twain!
Yeah.
Okay.
And you are rolling.
I shall cut the witch in twain!
Start smaller.
Okay. I shall cut the witch in twain!
In twain!
I shall cut the witch in twain!
I shall cut the witch in twain!
I shall cut the witch in twain!
And you're good. And then you attack, and then you chase after Castor and go for Kazuki. Castor rushes to Kazuki, lifts him up. I actually do have footage for this. It's just listed for a different line. 347. Or do I not? 347. I don't. Oh, what's wrong with you, me? Come on, this was a cool shot. You charge at an attack, so it's a lot like the earlier. Yeah, very like. Yeah, rolling.
Yeah!
You're good. You got it. You know what's up.
Yeah.
And then they flee, and then we go to the next scene. Boo boo. This is the wrong page that I got here. Is this the right page? Nope. Ah, nuts. Where's the scene 4? Where's my scene 4? There it is.
My next line.
Yeah, I found it. In my mess of papers. So, 401.
Yep.
I'm gonna actually, I think I have footage to give you an idea of what the shot looks like. 401 and 402. So, you come over. It's soft but concerned.
Yeah.
Shiro, are you all right? You don't need to match anything.
No.
Rolling.
Shiro, are you all right? Shiro, are you all right?
He just, by the way, performed hella big magic that hurt his body to use. He created Archer's weapons. So when you come over, it's very like, you as a heroic spirit recognize that he just did something that should be beyond humans.
Yep.
So this is very much like, is every bone in your body broken? Are you okay?
Shiro, are you all right? Shiro, are you all right?
Shiro, are you all right?
Shiro, are you all right?
All right, there we go. He's like, oh yeah, why do you ask? And then Rin's just staring off in the distance at where Castor got away, saying that she will come after her. 405. Oh, what is it? Yeah, so she's like, that pointy-eared bitch got away. Well, Castor, run as fast as you can. As long as Baber exists, you'll die by my hand. And then Shiro tries to be like, you really shouldn't talk about Saber that way. And you, having lived a life where everybody expected you to be a king and was super objective about you, you're like, it's actually not bad being talked about, like, affectionately. Like, that's very much, you're very, it's 405, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just reading it and trying to.
This might be hard for you to get, Shiro, but the way Rin talks about me, should be me,
Okay.
is actually a nice change. That me's in the wrong place.
Okay.
So you're not attacking Shiro with this, but you are like, no, just let her do it.
Okay. This might be hard for you to get, Shiro, but the way Rin talks about me is actually a nice change. This might be hard for you to get, Shiro, but the way Rin talks about me is actually a nice change.
Put even less on it.
Okay. This might be hard for you to get, Shiro, but the way Rin talks about me is actually a nice change. This might be hard for you to get, Shiro, but the way Rin talks about me is actually a nice change.
Bam. Fucking, oh yeah, about you, Shiro. You can use projection magic, huh? He just, like, turns his attention back. You don't have another line until 414, where Shiro, he's talking in the middle of a sentence, cringes, heavily.
Shiro!
Shiro!
Shiro! Shiro! Shiro!
Not too big.
Okay.
Shiro?
Shiro? Shiro? Shiro?
Shiro?
Shiro?
You're good. And he's like, no, I'm fine. Probably nothing. And then cue a montage of him not being able to use the right side of his body properly for the next day. Okay, so next scene.
With Jean Chrétien.
This is your last scene.
Oh!
5:03. Shiro spends the next day, the left side of his body doesn't work properly, so
Yeah.
he drops plates. He constantly is falling down, tripping over himself. He admits that there's a problem, and he goes back to the garage to start practicing his magic. He's lamenting that he has no future. You come in, and this is like a, you don't want to upset him, very,
Yeah.
hey, Shiro, you feeling okay, kiddo? Want to talk to Tiger Mom? Very like, is there a problem, Slugger? Rolling.
Hey, Shiro. You feeling okay, kiddo? Wanna talk to Tiger Mom?
Bit quicker.
Okay. Hey, Shiro. You feeling okay, kiddo? Wanna talk to Tiger Mom? Hey, Shiro. You feeling okay, kiddo? Wanna talk to Tiger Mom?
Softer.
Hey, Shiro. You feeling okay, kiddo? Wanna talk to Tiger Mom?
You're good. Nah, I think I just pushed myself too hard is all. And then you start trying to reassure him that he doesn't have to get involved in fights the way he did, even though he totally did. It is the job of a servant to fight, and of the master to support and analyze. Like, really hit on those roles, but be soft about it.
It is the job of a servant to fight, and of the master to support and analyze. It is the job of a servant to fight, and of the master to support and analyze. It is the job of a servant to fight, and of the master to support and analyze.
Bam, you're good. And then, he's like, except everything we saw last night with Kuzuki, because he was fighting instead of letting Castor fight, to which you sort of cut him off at the, like, you let him finish, but then you're like, you didn't let me finish. Except when it isn't. Rolling.
You didn't let me finish, except when it isn't.
You didn't let me finish.
You didn't let me finish, except when it isn't.
Yeah, very, like, finger in the air on that.
Yeah. You didn't let me finish, except when it isn't.
You're good, you got it. Except when it isn't. 509. A whole big thing. That's the golden rule of all Grail Wars. Without exception. All things follow a strict set of guidelines and traditions. Except when they don't. Which is most of the time. It's the nature of beings who manipulate the forces of nature, summoning the most exceptional individuals from history. Very much like, there are strict rules to this thing, except we're all heroes and mages, so no, there's not.
Yeah.
Like, rolling.
That's the golden rule of all Grail Wars, without exception. All things follow a strict set of guidelines and traditions. Except when they don't, which is most of the time. It's the nature of beings who manipulate the forces of nature, summoning the most exceptional individuals from history.
Let's change that first nature to way. Like, it's the way of beings who manipulate the forces of nature, because I don't want nature twice in the sentence.
Yeah. That's the golden rule of all Grail Wars, without exception. All things follow a strict set of guidelines and traditions, except when they don't, which is most of the time. It's the way of beings who manipulate the forces of nature, summoning the most exceptional individuals from history. That's the golden rule of all Grail Wars, without exception. All things follow a strict set of guidelines and traditions, except when they don't, which is most of the time. It's the way of beings who manipulate the forces of nature, summoning the most exceptional individuals from history.
Bam. You know what? I get that, and I have no qualms with it. I think that people say things are strictly one way or another in the first place is the problem. The unavoidable, entirely rationalizable problem. He's basically being like, that is fair, and it shouldn't be that way, but I get why it is.
Indeed. Well, if we're to get you back into top form, I believe we need to get you back to training with one sword. Trying to emulate Archer is probably what led you to projecting his weapons to begin with.
Yeah, so this is you being really territorial about
Yeah.
the way he's fighting, and you're just like, you know what the problem is? You're using two swords.
One sword!
That's the problem. So be a little overly insistent about this.
Yep.
And then a bit venomous towards Archer when you get to the last bit. Rolling.
Indeed. Well, if we're going to get you back into top form, I believe we need to get you back to training with one sword. Trying to emulate Archer is probably what led you to projecting his weapons to begin
It's
with.
probably what led you to projecting his weapons to begin with. Very like, there's logic here. I don't
Yeah.
hate him irrationally.
Indeed. Well, if we're to get you back into top form, I believe we need to get you back to training with one sword. Trying to emulate Archer is probably what led you to projecting his weapons to begin with.
All right, we got it.
Cool.
And then Archer just shows up like, oh, of course, that's what happened. Now it makes perfect sense. And he just starts being a dick, as he is. And I love him. You get defensive. Last time Archer was around Shiro, like, in any, besides the school scene, he tried to kill him. So you
Yeah.
get up, you stand between them very defensively. We have nothing to say to you. You and your rippling abs may see yourself out. This is also one of the first times you've actually majorly engaged with Archer.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We have nothing to say to you. You and your rippling abs may see yourselves out. We have nothing to say to you. You and your rippling abs may see yourselves out. We have nothing to say to you. You and your rippling abs may see yourselves out.
Really pace out the first bit. We have nothing to say to you.
We have nothing to say to you. You and your rippling abs may see yourselves out.
Bam. Then he gets to talking to Shiro, offers to help. He's like, I think I can help with your situation with your messed up body. 518. You're like, all right. What's the catch? Rolling.
All right. What's the catch? All right. What's the catch?
What's the catch?
All right. What's the catch?
Bam. And then he talks about how Rin used a command seal to make it so that he couldn't go near Shiro unless he asked in a very specific way, which is basically baby talking. So if he wants to go near Shiro, he has to say, Mr. Shiro, big tough muscle man, would it be okay if widow old me moseyed on over there for a bit? He has to do that every time he goes near Shiro. To which Shiro is very dryly, yeah, it's okay. Engaging in that as little as he possibly can. Where's the next bit?
531?
Did I just pick up? Did I construct the proper script and then pick up the other script? Is that what I did? 531. Oh, jeez. No,
Oh, jeez, man.
No. How did this happen? Where did we go wrong? I don't understand.
It's the paper.
It is the paper. Found it. Okay. So where were you? Where did you say you were?
I think 531's the next line.
Yes. 531. So he fixes Shiro. He gives him he tells him that his magic circuits were damaged by what he did, but then he fixes him, so Shiro's back to new. And then as Archer's about to leave, just very grim, I suppose you think this means you're even now, Archer. Being very like, you still tried to kill him. Rolling.
I suppose you think this means you're even now, Archer. I suppose you think this means you're even now, Archer.
Really, he's walking away, so really, like, grab him with this. I suppose you think this means you're even now, Archer.
I suppose you think this means you're even now, Archer. I suppose you think this means you're even now, Archer.
Done. And then, and then he talks about how he's actually saved Shiro's life, like, twice. 3 times at this point, so he's like, you still owe me too, even though I tried to kill you. Goes down.
539.
Okay, so this is a joke that I won't even begin to try to explain to you because it's like extended Fate lore stuff. I'm going to summarize this really briefly with, there's a supercomputer in the moon that is the entire moon that basically has the Matrix in it in the Fate universe. And heroic spirits are aware of this. He's not, so whenever he tries to explain something to Shiro, Shiro's like, that seems pretty high concept. And he's like, you want to talk high concept, let's talk about the moon.
You be quiet about the moon.
Yeah, it's right. You be quiet about the moon. Where like, you don't talk about the moon. Rolling.
You be quiet about the moon. You be quiet about the moon.
You be quiet about the moon.
You be quiet about the moon. You be quiet about the moon.
Yeah, this is going to come back several times in the series.
Okay.
Frequently when like stuff goes over Shiro's head and he's going to be like, that's kind of high concept. The other person's going to be like, let's talk about the moon. And you're going to be like, no, nothing about the moon. The moon's off limits.
What moon? There is no moon.
Okay, there's a moon. 544. Let's see. What's 544? Archer talks about stuff. Talks about how Shiro's stupid. And then he's like, I'll see myself out. You two probably want to be alone. He still assumes that you two are romantic because of his timeline. To which Shiro's like, alone? And then...
Why would we want that?
Why would we want that? Rolling.
Why would we want that? Why would we want that?
Alone?
Why would we want that? Why would we want that?
Why would we want that?
Why would we want that?
Damn. Because the two of you... Aren't you two, like, a thing? Like, romantically? And then this one is, like, very wholesome, like, hand on chest, fucking... Shiro is like a son to me, good sir! I'll thank you to leave those accusations at the door! Roll.
Shiro is like a son to me, good sir! I'll thank you to leave these accusations at the door!
Not as big.
Okay.
Very much like, not in my household.
Shiro is like a son to me, good sir. I'll thank you to leave these accusations at the door. Shiro is like a son to me, good sir. I'll thank you to leave these accusations at the door.
I think it works better with the scene.
I like how intense she is, but when it's bigger, you feel like she's actually offended. Like she's like, how could you think of it that way? But it's your call.
It's mostly the energy of the scene. I know how where the ups and downs are going to be, but I'll get it. Carrie would like you to do a few more, few more bigger ones.
Okay. Shiro is like a son to me, good sir. I'll thank you to leave these accusations at the door. Shiro is like a son to me, good sir. I'll thank you to leave these accusations at the door.
And you're good. Then your last line in the episode, I believe, is again as he leaves. We're gonna have this low-key thing where Saber sort of has a crush on Archer, like it's purely physical at this point, which harkens back to the fact that in another timeline they do hook up. But as he's leaving, Shiro's like, I am incapable of understanding that man, and kind of that same angry energy. Abs for days, though. Rolling.
Abs for days, though.
Abs for days, though.
Abs for days, though. Abs for days, though. Abs for days, though.
Good. Wow, that sounds very thirsty. And there's nothing in the last scene. We're done!
Yay!
Woo!
Woo!
All right, that's 2 episodes of Saber done. So people at home, I'm probably gonna... I don't even know if I'll stick another thing on this one. I digress. We'll see you guys next time we have a recording session with somebody. Goodbye.
Bye.